Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order this evening Municipality of Monroeville Planning Commission, November 15th, 2023, 7:30 p.m. Would we all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, please be seated. Sharon, the roll call, please.
Mr. Bertoni,
Here.
Mrs. Lawrence. Here. Mr. Walker,
Here.
Mrs. Montgomery, Mr. Masson,
Here.
Ms. Lewisburg,
Here.
Mr. Siegelson,
Here.
Mr. Weldon.
Here.
Okay, let's start off with the approval of minutes from last month, October the 18th. Seek a motion
I move.
to approve.
I'll move to approve. A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Okay, Paul, new business?
First item tonight is 23-6-ST Allegheny Health Network. Applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct a 226-space satellite parking lot for employees and associated site amenities. The property is located at 2526 Haymaker Road and known as tax parcel 857S4101 in the R1 one-family residential zoning district.
Good evening.
Evening.
Can you state your name for the record, please? Did you sign in?
Nope.
Okay, could you do that? Thank you.
Okay, my name is Lenny White, engineer with KU Resources. So yes, this is our parking lot for Forbes Hospital, Allegheny Health Network. We have-
Okay.
If you could sign in, please.
Did you sign in?
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll get it. So new 226 space parking lot. This is adjacent across McGinley Road at Forbes Hospital off of Haymaker. Access is from McGinley and from the existing paving, the existing parking. Stormwater to the east, which is up on the page, and then, you know, to the west, which is the bottom of the page here, existing houses. Those houses we are proposing landscape buffer for that, just to keep the lights and everything away.
Okay.
So parking is for the employees. They will offer a shuttle service. We do have sidewalks along the space where we are developing. I do believe we're in the works of preparing a subdivision. So chances are the municipality will see that, sooner than later. So with the subdivision, we will have sidewalks along the frontage of this parcel. And then down here at the existing access into the hospital, we'll have another crosswalk across McGinley.
Okay.
That's this one right here. So yeah, stormwater detention pond, MPDS has been submitted with the Conservation District. Those are all the highlights. Questions?
Okay. The panel have any questions, any concerns?
DPEP is satisfied with your water runoff remediation?
They're currently reviewing it now. So,
Okay.
yeah, it was submitted the beginning of the month.
You said there was going to be an expansion after this? A possible expansion after this?
This is the expansion of their existing parking.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, any further questions? Anyone in the audience? Any questions, concerns? Okay. Seek a motion to approve.
I will motion to approve.
I'll motion a second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, Paul, next one. New business, Recreation Church.
Okay, Reclamation Church, 23-5 SUB. Applicant is requesting preliminary and final subdivision approval to consolidate tax parcel 855N299 and tax parcel 855N318 into one parcel with a total acreage of 6.2 acres. The properties are located at 285 St. Martin's Drive in the R1, one-family residential and C2 business commercial zoning districts. Also with this application is Part 2, 23-7 ST, Reclamation Church. Applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct a 92-space parking lot and a 3,068 square foot building addition and associated site amenities. The property is located at 285 St. Martin's Drive and known as tax parcel ID 855N318 in the R1, one-family residential zoning district.
Okay, state your name, please.
My name is John Swearingen.
Okay,
I'm
John.
president of Farringer McCarty Gray, located here in Monroeville. So this is your lucky night, 2 parking lots at once.
I'm telling you,
Get them all out of the way.
whenever you're ready, John.
Okay. So I guess I should start with the subdivision since that was the first item. I have the existing conditions plan here. Okay, so the existing conditions plan shows we have St. Martin's Drive. Down off of the map here would be Old
John.
William Penn.
Hey, John, orient it towards you.
Sorry,
It's upside
rotate it
down on the screen.
about that.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, sorry about that. It was upside down to you. Okay, so the parcel itself actually, or the property itself, it consists of multiple parcels. But there's only 2 deeds. So one deed actually has, which has the large parcel, which has the church proper, actually consists of 3 separate parcels. But again, it's one deed. So we're basically consolidating 2 deeds into one large parcel. So we've got the large parcel here that again contains the church itself, and then we've got another parcel the church actually had the intelligence to buy when it came on the market for future sake, and now is the time to utilize that additional parcel. So again, we've got one large parcel, we've got a little bit smaller parcel, and total is 6.211 acres of total consolidation.
And that's for, what was that, 92 spaces?
That's, yes, existing, there's 92 parking spaces on the large parcel itself. And then we also have we also have the land development application that represents additional parking lot being constructed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this if that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna shift this a little bit this way if that's okay for the camera. All right, so again, we've got the church that exists now. We've got the parking, that's 92 parking spaces located behind the church. Just for orientation, again, we have St. Martin's Drive on the left-hand side of the sheet. We have the school, the middle school that's in the process of being renovated off on the right-hand side of the sheet, where that would be east.
Right.
And we've got the parkway on the bottom side of the sheet here, which would be south. So back up slightly for this church. This is one of those structures that I had driven by for decades. Remember seeing that beautiful cross on the side of it?
Right.
Never knew what it was. And then I got a phone call and asked if I would be willing to look at a church over in Monroeville. I'm like, where's that? Well, to get to it, I've driven through that intersection forever too, but never been up St. Martin's. So St. Martin's basically used to cut right through where the parkway currently exists. Obviously, we know the parkway cut that off. So the driveway for the church itself actually exists at the end of St. Martin's, and it winds up. I don't need to go back to the existing conditions. But what we're proposing to do is, again, once we consolidate these two large parcels into one, we're gonna go ahead and construct a 74-car parking lot down along St. Martin's Drive. And then we're going to go ahead and relocate the driveway that leads up to the existing parking lot itself. The only change we're making to the existing parking lot at this time is we're going to expand and improve the existing 88 parking spaces. So right now, there's 3. They're not compliant in number or configuration. We're gonna actually give the site 6, which is what's required. We'll go ahead and make sure that all 6 of those meet ADA requirements.
John, with that expansion, with putting more vehicles there and so forth, has there been any plans in regards to trying to keep the flow of traffic in an orderly manner there?
So-
How's that been projected with the additional cars? I'm sure that's going to increase the level of traffic in that area there.
At this time, there's no anticipated, well, I shouldn't say that. There is an anticipated expansion, which would be a phase, multiple phases away, to expand the sanctuary space, and I'll show that to you here in just a moment. But as of right now, this is just to address a current need to basically keep people parking on pavement. There is an area that's off to the east that is actually gravel that they use as overflow parking. That gets used almost every Sunday.
Okay.
So as of right now, we're not increasing, we are proposing a small addition on the building, but that's strictly office and
Right.
Counseling space.
Right.
We're not anticipating an increase in congregants at this time because kind of maxed out. So does that answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
Yeah, I understand. People are gonna look at this and say, why are you adding 92 more cars? Well, actually, we're adding 95 because we have 3 additional ADAs. It's to address a current need for surface parking that's actually safe and convenient.
Sure. Well, makes sense. Okay, any questions? Panel have any concerns?
The parking you're adding is going to be, people are going to have a long walk up the hill?
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you that here in just a second. There's a rhyme and a reason why we're moving the driveway and why it looks like we're having to park really far away. But yeah, we're gonna have a sidewalk that's actually going to be located along the existing drive. It's gonna cross over because we added 18 cars up here at this level. So the new driveway is pretty steep at this point, and then it levels out at this location and gets a little bit steep again until it gets up to the existing elevation of the 92 cars that exist. The reason for this, and if it's okay, I'm gonna flip again. I'm gonna use the architect's drawing, because it actually represents what's proposed for in the future. So, right now, as our site plan shows, I'll pull this down a little bit. Our site plan shows we have an addition that we're proposing. It's a little different configuration. Here's the existing parking. The parkway is actually now on the top of the sheet. And here's the new addition. This is a little bit different. I just got these plans, Mr. Wielden, this afternoon. The architects have gone ahead and actually revised the footprint. They've reduced the size of the footprint of the new office addition. I will get you those drawings. I'll email them to you. But this is a little bit different configuration, and it's about 300 some square feet smaller. It's all a win-win. Same location, just tighter to the existing building. But you can see this, wasn't on my site plan. This is a new worship. I wouldn't call it a building, it's actually just an addition onto the existing building. That isn't on our drawings, FMG's drawings at this time, because it is highly conceptual. It's intended to be built, but not right now,
I see.
because mostly, to be quite honest, funding. This is a church, it's a growing church, it's a
Right.
very vibrant church, but they still have limitations as well.
Sure.
So the small office addition at this time is phase 1 of building expansion. Phase 2, years from now, most likely will be, it could be 10,000 square feet, it could be 15,000 square feet. But I will say this at this time, the stormwater management facility that FMG is proposing and working on getting it approved by your engineer is down here underneath the parking that we're gonna be constructing. And it can handle up to a 15,000 square foot addition, plus this 2,700 square foot addition, plus the existing building and the new road and the new parking lot. That's all gonna be able to be handled in the new system. So we're planning ahead
Right. Right.
for this large addition, but it's not in the works at this time. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be back here in a year
Okay.
and say, guess what we're gonna do?
I was going to ask you the timeline on that possibly.
Well, I should have introduced him when I got up here. Pastor Jeremiah from the church is here with me.
Pastor, how are you, sir?
So
Honored to be here.
he might be able to answer some questions if you have some questions regarding their sanctuary and their space and their use of the building itself. But at this time, it's my understanding that that 14,000 square foot addition is not gonna take place in the immediate
Okay.
future.
Sure.
We gotta get the parking lot built.
I
So
got
it's
you. Right.
phase one.
Okay.
I do have a question.
Sure.
When you build the addition, won't you need additional parking again?
This parking can handle that.
Okay.
I want to say this too. We have communicated with the school district to see if we can make a pedestrian or vehicular connection with the school's parking lot. Obviously, not much is going on at the school on a Sunday morning or a Christmas Eve or an Easter Sunday.
Sure.
So the idea would be to share some of their parking and have a direct access from, because I mean, it's literally a few hundred feet away.
Sure.
You have to go around some ball fields to get to their parking lot, but the hope would be that we would be able to utilize their parking. We did reach out to them, and their response basically was, can we just get through our addition work? And it's, you know, the school board was like, we just need to focus on this.
One step at a
school."
time.
Exactly, and of course, that's great, that's wonderful.
Right.
You don't need it right away anyway.
So, yes, there are plans to expand, to get more parking. We meet code, we exceed code, municipal code. But obviously, that's not always realistic in what a facility needs. We all know that, we've all played that game.
Right.
So, when that happens, we might need to do a parking needs analysis or something like that. That's gonna be a big project, both funding and design-wise. But this is the first step. We're getting, as you can see on this plan, we're moving the driveway for a reason.
Right. Okay. Anyone else on the panel have any questions?
Yeah, approximately what size congregation is it?
Right now, about 550.
550?
They have multiple services on Sunday morning.
3 right now.
So they're not getting 550 people. They can't handle
I-
550.
I was
The
going to say,
sanctuary-
that's quite a
The
bit.
sanctuary is roughly 200?
250.
Okay,
This last Sunday, we had 600, so.
okay.
Wow.
Total
That's over
600.
3 services.
It's awesome to see a church growing. It really is.
Great.
Yeah. That's just I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion, not my professional opinion, but it is wonderful to see it.
No, you're right. It really is
So many
good to
churches
see.
are closing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I can tell you, we're doing, for the same group that's helping him, in this church here, they're looking at other churches in the area. So we actually have 2 other churches, and they're former Good Shepherd Lutheran churches that are closing because they don't have the numbers. And it's sad to see. Good news is, these churches, those old churches are being refurbished for new churches, taking over that space. So, it's not a bar, it's not a nightclub, it's gonna be a church.
Always good to have.
Yes.
Anyone else? Any concerns, any further issues?
So there's no real tree buffer, vegetation buffer between the parking lot and where it gets down that upper corner towards Center Road. There's just a few trees. There's nothing between the end of that parking lot and the side of the salon.
Let me see here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to
Because
this
there's a couple, there's a
drawing, if
few
that's
oak
okay.
trees.
So, you're referring to the salon located right here that has access to St. Martin's?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, no, we're proposing just a retaining wall that's gonna be, in that area, it's gonna be about 6 to 8 feet high, and of course, get higher as it heads towards St. Martin's. No buffers at this point.
That's 6 to 8 feet at the salon.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And again, it gets higher as you go down towards St. Martin, but it's a few feet high on the easterly end here, and then it obviously picks up grade as it falls down there. So stormwater-wise, we have a swale that we're putting in to actually ensure, right now, it's our understanding that there's a significant amount of water that's working its way down to the salon and also the retail center. Our design actually picks up a lot more water than we probably would need to by code, just because we're trying to be good neighbors.
So
And
you're saying it would help them?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, we're pushing it kind of tight up against that property line, and so, but we are gonna get a swale graded in that has been engineered. And it is gonna tie into an inlet, so it's all gonna be piped and then go down the street. That answer your question? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, anyone else? Seek a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll
I
second.
second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Just for clarification, there were two items. There's a subdivision and a site plan. You want to make a motion for each of them individually?
We can do that.
Okay, that was for the first one then?
Let's go for the first one.
That would be
Seek a
for
motion for the
23.
first one to approve?
That would have been for 23-5 SUB.
That's
That
correct.
was for the subdivision.
Subdivision.
Do the same thing again for the site plan.
Okay.
Correct.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, second?
I second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed?
Okay, good.
Okay, the ayes have it. Let's go for the second one, 23-7 ST. Like a motion, or seek a motion to approve.
I will motion to approve.
I'll second.
Second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed?
Okay.
Okay, the ayes have it. Very good.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, hopefully we'll be back in a year or two.
Good.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you
Little,
for
little
coming.
bit of pressure there.
Okay, we seek a motion for an adjournment.
Make a motion.
Second.
Second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, motion. We are adjourned.